Well, hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Dave
and Jill,
and we're here today to sum up the sites that we stayed on our adventure to Scotland. It was great, wasn't it?
it was, you know, even though the weather wasn't particularly in our favour, it was still fabulous. Thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yes, piddled down with rain, but we loved it.
Yeah.
We did,
Yeah.
we did indeed, we did. Right, we're going to bring in the claps system. And I need to try and explain what that is. It's cost, isn't it?
Yes.
Cost is the first thing, that's the C in claps. Then location.
Yes.
Then what?
Aesthetics.
Pardon?
Yes.
Isn't that somewhere on the south coast?
Probably.
Aesthetics, what does
Yeah.
that include?
Well, you know, was it a pretty site? Was it tidy? That sort of thing.
Yes. Oh, before I go any further, if there's a funny nasty noise, a fan in the background, there is, because that's the trim of heating the van up because it's been freezing in here. Yes, so we're getting a bit
chilly.
warmth. Hopefully the audio will sort that out. We'll talk loud so that you don't hear the fan. Yes, so aesthetics is next. Then pitch. And that's like, is it fully serviced? Is it level? Is it hard standing? Is it grass? And so on and so forth. And what's the final one?
Services and facilities.
Services and facilities.
Yeah.
So the likes of showers and toilets.
Showers, toilets, shop, recycling.
Yes. Now I should point out at this point, we tend not to use the toilets and the showers because we've got our own, because that's why we bought a motorhome and not a car, isn't it really?
Yes.
To be fair.
Well, yeah. I mean, we do have a car as well.
We do,
you
yes.
know.
So when it comes down to toilets and showers and things like that, we'll have a quick look at them, but nothing that we say has to be taken as gospel, has it?
No, because we don't, as David said, we don't actually use them. And I know one or two people have asked us if we will have a look. And I'm presuming they want to know how clean they are, how many they are. If there's anything else you want to know, please let us know, because we won't be using them as such. So, you know, water pressure and things like that.
Yes, if there's anything that's not on the list, anything that we don't cover, just let us know in the comments down below.
Yeah.
And we'll sort it out from there.
Yeah.
Because we can.
Well, yes, and we obviously want to provide the information that people want to hear.
Indeed. Shall we start?
We shall, yes.
Because we're 3 minutes and 14 seconds in.
Okay. Right.
Okay. So, we started off at Riverside Caravan Park at Hawick, spelled H-A-W-I-C-K, Hawick. Over to you.
Right, I'll do the cost. £30 a night. We booked through Pitch Up. If you've used that before, you'll know what a good site it is. If you haven't used it before, it's worth having a look at. There's thousands of sites on there. Big sites, small sites, you name it. I'll come on to the pitch later on. It gets a bit difficult, but...
Yes. So the location, it's Hawick, it's up on the borders. It's a halfway house between Scotland and England, isn't it?
Yes.
It's actually in Scotland, but you'd think it was in England.
Yes.
Very nicely located for wandering around on border walks, no problem with that. Getting into it, not a major problem if you've watched the video, which is the first one in the series.
Yep.
First one in this series. You'll see it's easy enough to find, not too hard to find. So we're going to give it a mark out of 10 for location as being a good stepping point on a move up into Scotland if you're travelling any distance.
Yeah.
So for location, out of 20.
17.
17, I'll go with 17. So we've got 17 for location out of 20.
I mean, you've got... The reason I didn't give it 20 was because it is close to the main road, but you don't actually hear the noise, but it is that proximity.
Yes.
So that's
that one.
Yeah.
Aesthetics wise, it's close to the river now, but don't be misled by the photographs that you'll see on the website and Pitch Up and places like that. You're not positioned where it looks as though you're going to be. So you're not actually on the banks of the river when you're in a tourer, whether it's a caravan or a motorhome or anything else for that matter. If you're a tourer, you're not going to be beside the river. So it's not aesthetically as pleasing as it could be.
No.
So I'm trying to bat through this because we've got so many of them to go. So I'm actually going to give it 10.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't upsetting, but it wasn't the prettiest place we've been to.
It was well kept, tidy.
Yes.
No issues with that.
Yes. Pitch is the next one.
Yeah.
The pitch was a fully serviced pitch, and it was as close to level as we've seen.
Yes.
It was dead easy to get onto. Everything was there: water, drainage, electric, and even television.
Yes.
Should you require it.
All the pictures.
All the pictures, all the touring pictures.
They're all
yes.
fully serviced.
They've all got that. So in terms of that, I'm going to give it 18. And the 2 points I've dropped is because I could have done with a little bit more grass between them.
Yes.
But that's it.
Yeah.
No more than that. Right, services. Where we were, where the tourers pitch up, you have got no more than 40 paces to go to get to the toilet and tower block, the toilet and shower block, and your waste disposal, black waste disposal, is the same kind of distance. The bins are also in the same kind of distance. You don't have to go hunting about in 43 different places to do each different job. You just go in the same direction, you can get it all done. Drop your waste off, drop your waste off, drop your waste off, and get washed.
That's right, and it's well lit at night, without being intrusive onto the pitches.
I'm going to give that 18 as well.
Okay.
Yep. So that's Riverside Park hike. Now, you don't have to pay for your awning. If you've got one, it includes your awning, it includes your dog. You've got a 16 amp hookup, you've got chemical disposal, you've got mains drainage on your pitch, as we said, water. There's even Wi-Fi, and the Wi-Fi was fairly good as well. And there's picnic tables between the various different pitches, so that's all good. So at a cost of £30 per night, how do we rate that?
I didn't think it was too bad, to be quite honest.
It's not a 20 though, is it?
No, but I would give
14?
it... 14? Oh no, I'll give it more than that.
15?
Yeah, all right, 15.
15, so we're giving it 15. So the sum total for this is 15, 32, 42, 60, 78 out of 100 for Riverside Caravan Park hike. That's how it works. That's the claps.
I'm not going to count to 78 then.
No, I'm not, no. Right, next up is the Wheel Caravan Park. Now, as an overview onto that one, this is a Marmite site, isn't it?
Yes. Very much so.
This is very, very much a Marmite site. You're either going to love it or you're going to hate it, and there's going to be very little in between. Right off the top of my head, I'm going to say it is not somewhere that I would stay for more than 2 nights, and I would probably only stay there the one. The site owner himself acknowledged that a lot of people don't like the fact that it's all gravel. In fact, rocks really. Slatey, fairly big rocky stuff, and I'm with them on that one. It's unsightly. I don't like the look of that. That said, as you'll see when we get to P for pitch, it's pretty well catered for. Anyway, so we start with cost, £28 a night. You book by email, phone or contact form on the website. Now here's the thing, when I rang to book, he said, yeah, no problem, when do you want to come? I told him, he said, great, see you then. That was it. He didn't take my name, he didn't take a registration number, he didn't know where we were coming from. If we hadn't turned up, we hadn't turned up. It was as simple as that. So there was no malarkey, no booking malarkey, none of that, no deposits, no nothing. basically just rang up to say, can you fit us in? Yes, we can. See you then. That was that, wasn't it?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's that. Right, location. Within walking distance of the Falkirk Wheel,
Yes.
with a track from the site down to the Falkirk Wheel gates and all the rest of it. Fairly easy walk if you don't mind hills. You need a code for the gate lock or way.
Can I just interrupt you there?
Go on.
You're saying if you don't like hills, it's not a mountain. It's the inclines. It's not what I would call hilly.
It's what I would call
You
hilly.
would, but I wouldn't.
Right, so,
So-
it's hummocky. Hummocky then. It's handy for the wheel. However, if you are going to see the Falkirk Wheel, you need to know that you can stay overnight at the Falkirk Wheel for a tenner, wasn't it?
Do you know it's gone at me? I thought it was 15.
I thought it was a tenner. Well,
Okay.
either way, it's either less than half price or just slightly more than half price of the whale campsite. You need to be aware of that.
Yeah.
And there is water at the whale. There is grey and black waste at the whale, isn't there?
I believe so, but there's no hookup.
But there's no electric hookup. So just so that you're aware, that's quite important when it comes to location because it's handy for the whale at which you can stay.
Yeah.
That's location. So what are we going to say for location?
Well,
See, it's got to be marked down because you can stay at the whale for a lot less, hasn't it?
no,
Okay,
that's under cost.
that's under cost, is it?
I would say so.
Okay then.
For me, it was a good location. Now we get 17.
Right, 17 for location. Aesthetics, and this is definitely a game of two halves. Looking off the site, it's lovely. You've got wildlife, you've got woodland, you've got beautiful views, lovely sunsets, all of that kind of stuff. Look on the site, and quite honestly, it's too industrial for me. It's not even rustic. It's industrial, and not in a good way. So I'm going to go straight down the middle.
I agree
I'm
with
going to
that.
give it a 10. Like I say, it's Marmite. You'll either love it or you'll hate
It
it.
is very quiet.
It's that, yes.
Yeah.
The pitch.
Yep.
Pitch, fully serviced.
Fully serviced. But you do need ramps.
Oh God, it's not level. It's anything but level.
No.
No, it's definitely on a slope. And for those with a longer van, you might have issues even with high ramps.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not a drastic slope, but it's enough of a slope that we were nearly at the top of our
Yes.
our chocks. I was getting nervous about falling over the end of them.
Yeah.
That's how high we were. So there's that. So pitch wise, I've got to give it. I think a 15
Yeah.
because the slope does spoil it a bit.
It does, and there's not that it matters, but there's no demarcation between pitches.
No, just where the bollards are
Yeah.
with power and
Yeah.
water and what have
Yeah.
you. Can be a bit of a free for all.
Yeah.
Yes.
A good stop-off point.
As an overnighter, it's ideal. So now we come back to the cost. It's £28 a night. If you want an awning up, it's another £4 a night.
Yes.
I don't like that. I'm sorry, I just don't.
No.
It's not
Not
something
that I would put an awning up there. To
well,
be
no, I
honest.
wouldn't put an awning up there either because I don't think I'd ever braid the spikes in. So cost-wise, I'm going to say 14.
Okay. Right.
Which gives us, we've missed something. Oh, services.
Oh, services.
Services. The services are
Yeah.
average, I'm going to say. We didn't go in.
But a lot of people were using them.
Yes,
So,
everybody
you
seemed
know.
happy enough with them. So I'm going to go straight down the middle and give it a 10.
Okay.
All right. So that's total 14, 17, 31, 41, 56, 66. For us, it's a stopover on the way to somewhere because we need to. But having said that, if we need to stop off near Falkirk next time, we're stopping at either the Whale or the Kelties.
Yeah.
That's just what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.